Hey everybody, Bird Gutter here, and we're here with another one of the worst movies on YouTube. Blah. Had such high hopes for this one, and
we had high hopes,
and it just
yeah.
So now I'm trying to get over the meh-ness of all of this, and I'm trying to make it somewhat interesting. I'm going to try to make it somewhat interesting, but I don't know if I really can.
Horrible helmet head and fucking mustache.
We have to actually say what this is.
Okay,
it is Ganjasaurus Rex.
Dun dun dun.
Yes, I know we should have done a special for 420 and done this.
Well, whatever.
That would have taken thought and preparation.
Exactly.
And
effort. We put none.
None.
To nothing.
None.
That's why we're so successful.
Oh yeah, super. But anyway, yes, Ganjasaurus Rex. First, we gotta mention the awful, awful opening song. Remember, it's like
whatever. The guy was just doing whatever, and they were putting music over it.
Yeah,
you know, it was a fucking janitor of a high school having a meltdown, and they fucking put music over it.
Well, here, check out the janitor having a meltdown.
Sorry, that was about as good as that was.
Now shut up so they can hear it.
Sorry.
So during this opening credits crap fucking song fest that's already fucking started, we get told that this takes place on the lost coast of California.
Whoa!
I wish it was the lost coast, because all these motherfuckers seem to be lost forever.
Like break apart and go float into the sea.
We have a shot of this beach that looks like the place where that bitch found Roller Gator. And then it cuts to... No, we're not talking about Roller Gator. We're talking about Ganjasaurus, okay?
Right.
So, it cuts to Ganjasaurus, right?
Oh, no.
This clay fucking model with fucking tits and a big pregnant belly and a fucked up spine and a big huge fucking ass convulsing in the fucking water for a second. Right? So that's our first experience with Ganjasaurus.
Yeah,
I'm like, alright.
Awesome.
I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Look at that.
Yes. And then...
And then it cuts to two dudes talking about growing pot. We have Cloud. He's just a fucking dude with a fro that's supposedly a hardcore hippie. What the fuck ever.
Wait, what was the dude's name in Highlander?
McCloud?
McCloud from the what? What was he from?
The Clan McCloud?
Yeah, the Clan McCloud. That's what he... Oh, he always said
McCloud.
Duncan McCloud.
Yeah.
So we could call this guy Duncan... Oh, fuck.
Well, he's Cloud.
He's just Cloud. He don't even...
And then we have Kmart Ron Jeremy. Like old school Ron Jeremy. Before he got all fat and greasy.
Yeah, but this dude's voice was like Charlie Day all over. You know, it was. It was like Charlie Day's dad.
But whatever, they're talking about growing pot in the middle of the woods. Well, for whatever reason, blah, blah, fucking blah. It doesn't fucking matter.
Forever,
And then they have this conversation about how dude Cloud was supposed to get seeds. But he didn't get seeds, he got one seed from Honey, the genetics genius.
That's right, Honey. The genetic genius?
Yeah.
So speaking of Honey, it cuts to her with her fee-mulletness, because she's got a wicked fee-mullet.
Dude.
And her husband, the fucking Kmart hacksaw Jim fucking Duggan. Oh!
Yeah. But if you didn't know any better, fucking, like, that chick, you know, she could have been, like, a dude. Basically.
Well, considering how blurry and shot on video crappy this fucking movie is, you know, we couldn't tell right off the fucking bat. There's a couple people in this movie that we couldn't tell right off the bat if they were men or women.
It looked like Jim Carrey when he played the fucking bodybuilder chick on fucking, in Living Color, you know?
That's kind of mean, because...
Not really, because that was a ugly-looking chick, and that was a ugly guy. Everybody in this movie was ugly as fuck.
I'm not going to fucking argue, because what about the secretary later on with the fucking major fucking caterpillars that fucking almost met in the fucking middle? But we'll get into her fucking later.
She had Eugene Levy's eyebrows and shit.
So whatever, yes. The Kmart hacksaw Jim Duggan, and the Fee Mullet have coconuts. But they're not coconuts, they're weed seeds.
Yes, gigantic weeds.
Gigantic coconut-sized weed seeds that she keeps pouring fucking red stuff on while fucking Kmart hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh!
How many times are you gonna do that?
Every time I say Kmart
Stop
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, oh!
I'm gonna suplex
I
you.
lost my train of thought because of Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh!
And that ain't helping either.
It's not. So anyway, yes, pouring shit on there while the Kmart him is fucking folding laundry, but he's like, wait a minute, is this dirty? It's dirty, so he puts it away, starts whatever the fuck happens. Boringness.
Yeah, but you know what? It was like yes, right now we're just watching the actors at home. You know,
kind
do
of,
laundry and
and
talk
ramble.
about whatever. Yeah, exactly. So Mullet and Jim Duggan, we're fucking just chilling out at home.
So they get all camoed up, right? And then they go out in the woods for whatever fucking reason. I wasn't paying the fucking attention. Plus, the sound kind of dipped out for a second.
Weren't they like trying to scope out a good area to grow their fucking giant
They were looking
pot?
for something, yes, because their mega seeds grew mega pot, or whatever. They're out in the woods fucking talking because 90% of this fucking movie is goddamn talking.
Basically.
They're crawling around and they run across fucking Cloud and fucking not Ron Jeremy.
Cloud of the Clan McCloud.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know what? It's funny is like what you don't get to see is Ganjasaurus.
Yeah.
For a minute, he is not there.
Yeah, he has not been around.
You have no idea why you're watching this because you just wanted to see a rubber dinosaur.
But there was some Ganjasaurus sound because at one point, a little bit earlier, fucking what's his name, Cloud and not Ron Jeremy are sitting on this rock meditating, and you hear the sounds of Ganjasaurus, which is. So whatever. Cut back to Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh! And Flea Mullet and Cloud and not Ron Jeremy talking. And then there's a fucking gardening montage of them planting their giant weed. I mean, like, huge fucking...
It's gonna be big. It's like the size of a redwood tree.
Yeah.
It's like, holy fuck, that's a lot of weed. They're like, it's gonna be like 50,000 pounds. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, what fucking ever.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. We cut to an anti-pot conference that goes on in real fucking time. Because it goes on forever. There's some chick just blah, 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 blah. And then the fucking sheriff comes on and he's all blah, blah, blah,
Sheriff
blah,
looks
blah,
like he got
blah.
his outfit right out of a costume shop.
And then they bring up this federal Republican fucking government dude, and he's all blah, blah, blah. But he looked like he had fucking eyeliner on.
And giant
A
ears.
lot of them look like they had fucking eyeliner on in this fucking movie. It's not the fucking silent film days.
No.
You don't need eyeliner.
But whatever.
For every fucking
But this
actor.
whole fucking thing, like with the press conference, man, went on so long, you were like, Jesus fuck, man, it's like cut or something.
Jesus. So, blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to a fucking helicopter and what looks like real weed busts. Yeah, of them, like, hauling off huge amounts of weed and cops walking through and blah. It looked like, and it even has a timestamp up there. Blah, 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 1980. Whatnot, 5, 7, 6, whatever year it fucking was.
Exactly. Yeah, so they put a lot of that footage in of like real busts, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like, we need fillers, please, because once you get the Ganjasaurus, you're very different.
Okay, well, speaking of, we get to Ganjasaurus now because the helicopter is flying a big, huge bale of weed in real footage. And then we get
string.
Yeah, and we get Ganjasaurus, but not the claymation Ganjasaurus, like a homemade rubber mask with its nostrils lit up.
And his crazy
and
white
its eyes that worked, but sometimes went too far. Because like he'd look over this way and one would just go boink and go roll back into this fucking head.
Yeah, they were all like fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer fucking Bumble's mouths. You know, his eyes were all like googly eyes.
So he fucking bats around the fucking weed like a cat, sniffs it, the fucking helicopter flies the fuck away.
And like as you get this side shot of it, it does remind you. It reminded me anyway of like that fucking weird creature thing that was in Aliens 4. You know?
Yeah.
The one that supposedly came from Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
And it was all. I was like, that noise it made. I know. When it got all close to her, it was like. I'm like, ah!
That movie was fucking awful.
It was awful, but there's parts that like made you go, yeah.
It's still awful.
It was awful.
What was worse, Prometheus or that?
Prometheus. I would much
I guess. Because at least Aliens had fucking Michael Wincott in it, and he's always fucking cool.
And it had, who the fuck else was in that? There was a bunch of people.
I don't know. Moving on.
Moving on.
So blah, blah, fucking blah.
Yeah.
Cloud, not Ron Jeremy, Fee Mullet, and the Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan, ho! Are just hanging out watching TV. right?
Why not?
And fucking Ganjasaurus comes on the TV, and we get to see the same recycled shots. Blah blah fucking blah.
Of course. You know, when you got nothing else.
And then we get more footage of more real life busts.
Yep. Of course, more real life buzz of people's money and time and energy going down the drain because cops decided they were going to be cops that day.
And speaking of cops being cocks, Fee Mollet and Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan, oh, their house gets raided, they get away. So Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan, oh, is hanging out, hiding in the woods as Fee Mollet's running down the fucking road. They get together and guess what? They fucking talk. Because talk. God forbid there be any goddamn more Ganjasaurus and Ganjasaurus fucking Rex.
Well, I mean, basically, that's a complaint that a lot of people had for fucking Godzilla 2014.
Yeah, I guess so.
Goddamn Godzilla movie with no goddamn Godzilla in fucking out. You know, just Taylor Thomas sitting there going,
oh, God, is this another review like in the last 2 weeks of you just ranting about fucking that douche?
I'm sorry, I just don't. He didn't put
blah blah fucking blah.
I like Godzilla and they ruined it with him. Another Matthew Broderick.
Moving on.
Go ahead.
So, real footage of big, huge pile of fucking pot getting burnt, right?
Yeah, and my
cut
a tear rolled down
and then they
my eye.
cut in with fucking footage of Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh! And Fee Mollet. And then Ganjasaurus rises from the ocean or wherever the fuck he comes from. Fucking sniffs. He makes a kind of weird fucking noise like that. Fucking goes wonky-eyed for a second. And then fucking fucks town up or something. He goes into town, and this is the best part of this fucking movie.
You mean he went into town and got drunk, or went into town and really fucked shit up?
He fucked shit up.
Oh, okay.
They never show him fucking shit up.
Well, of course
they never even show him in town. They just show random actors fucking freaking out at the 400-foot tall. Remember the dude that got off the phone?
But he picked the
best part of the fucking movie.
He was like, hey.
That's why this is still going on and why we're still rambling, just so you can see all these wonderfully non-actors' reactions to Ganjasaurus.
Run for your life! I love when they go in the theater and then people are coming out of the theater. That was great. But the greatest thing in the world is like they're scared to death of this thing that looks awkward as shit. Like it would never be able to bend over because it would break the fuck out of its back.
Yeah,
and it's just all like having a seizure the whole time behind a mountain going. Look at somebody just shoot it or something. You know, hit it with
Take
a
it off its
missile.
fucking misery.
It's going
I'm ready to see it run around
2 miles
going
an
patooey chooey chomp or something.
He hasn't even touched the building yet. It's just like
So all the poor non-actors being out there going, no! Moving on.
Oh, moving on.
So Ganjasaurus comes in contact with Fee Mollet and Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh!
That nobody has ever, well, not ever, but like up until probably recently, has ever given Hacksaw Jim Duggan
this much respect.
This much respect lately.
Okay.
So good on you for that.
So like we said, Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan, oh! And Fee Mollet come in contact with Ganjasaurus.
Oh, that was supposed. That was my impression of Fee Mollet.
Yeah. But whatever, it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yep.
We get some shots and some fucking talking, and then we get a montage of this professor that I didn't even bring up yet. He was fucking pointless. He's just this professor that knew about Ganjasaurus.
He almost looks like Mike McDonough from fucking Mad TV.
Yeah, whatever. We get a montage of him and other people going to find Ganjasaurus. Doesn't fucking matter. We get more of fucking Cloud and
Cloud of the Clan.
not Ron Jeremy with fucking Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh,
wow.
And Fee Mollet.
Oh.
And then Cloud decides, I want to be friends with Ganjasaurus. He's lonely.
I know we're from different worlds, but I've got to find Rex. I've got to find him.
Cloud, this is crazy. There's nothing that you can do.
I've got to do something.
There's nothing you can do.
He is an innocent creature. He needs a friend.
What are you gonna do? He's 400 feet tall. You gonna take him to dinner and go out dancing?
I don't know what I'm going to do, Frank, but
He's
I've
gonna
got to do
step on
something. I'm going.
No, you're not. You're not going anywhere.
Get out of my way. I'm warning you. Don't try to stop
You're not
me.
going anywhere, Cloud. I'm stopping you if you don't do it.
Hey, what do you call it? Get back, Frank.
No.
Get back.
I'm not letting you go out there. I'm not letting thing! Come out there!
Cloud,
Frank,
come on.
you're gonna get hurt. Come on.
Cloud.
Cloud, you fool! Cloud! You're crazy!
So he runs out,
took off
and then we just don't see him anymore.
And then not Ron Jeremy was all
so
crying.
fucking sad.
He was like, ooh.
It's so butthurt, Ron
And fucking-
Jeremy, not
and
Ron Jeremy.
Mullet Beast and fucking homeless man came over and we were fucking trying to console him and stuff. It's okay, and he was like, I'm good, Dad.
So whatever. Not Ron Jeremy takes a huge bud from his gigantic weed plant
Yes.
to the sheriff's station and goes, Sheriff, look at my giant bud.
And the sheriff thrusted his groin at him all weird like. He was like, what do you got, dude?
And then federal douche comes out and they handcuff fucking not Ron Jeremy, and he says about how, no, I'm here to help, blah, 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 Ganjasaurus,
Wow.
what's
Wait a minute.
this weed?
You said it so more butch and manly like, you know what I
Than
mean?
not Ron
because
Jeremy?
not Ron Jeremy's like, no, I'm here to help you.
So
That's
what?
why I got the whole Charlie Day thing. He sounded just like Charlie Day.
So whatever, they let him go, and then they make this plan to blow up or kill whatever Ganja fucking Saurus
Meanwhile,
because the
Ganjasaurus
fucking
hasn't done
federal
anything.
douche is a fucking douche.
Well, aren't all federal douches fucking douches?
Yeah. So they're out at the coast,
Now we're
the
gonna be-
washed coast of California.
Oh, the Lost Coast.
And there's all these people there, and yeah, they're about to do their deal to Ganja fucking Saurus
Right.
when the sheriff knocks out the federal fucking douche.
They're about to do their deal with
Yeah.
Ganjasaurus.
Sheriff knocks out the federal douche.
All
Ganjasaurus.
awkward like. He was
Yeah.
like, "Grrr."
So Ganjasaurus goes out to sea. Everybody's fucking happy. Everybody's applauding. Now let's all just have a big, huge party where there's
And shot
all
was
these
like,
fucking bitches with butch haircuts and hippies.
Yeah, but
And I gotta give Nick credit for that observation.
Yeah, I like the fucking scientist. It was all like,
So yeah, there's all these people hanging out, dancing horribly, dancing like Goza, fucking getting high, just
that's
awfulness.
everybody's dancing this dance move in this fucking movie. It's just like fucking flowing.
Looking
shit.
like the crazy drummer dude from Rick Kay and the All Nighters.
Everybody crazy about it. That's how everybody was fucking dancing in this movie. A nice little tribute to the crazy drummer guy.
We're almost done here, dude.
You sure?
Yeah, because we cut to, while the party's going on, not Ron Jeremy is sitting there all sad because Cloud's gone. So,
And he can't
Fee
go in the
Mullet
hole
and
anymore.
Kmart Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh! That'll probably be the last time I do it for this
Let's
review.
fucking
So,
hope so.
yeah, me too.
I'm sure they were like, dude, stop it.
No, never.
I will not stop honoring Sergeant Duggan.
Ho!
Coke ho!
So whatever, yes, he's all sad. They're like, don't worry. They go outside, and now we see Cloud running from the hills.
And we
Hey
were
guys,
hoping-
I'm back.
I was really hoping that he would have got his foot caught in a bear trap and like a grenade just so happened to be
Yeah.
beside him. He just blew the fuck up.
But no, he
Yeah.
didn't. He came
No.
down, and then him and not Ron Jeremy had this
Really
weird
awkward.
foreplay where Cloud's on top of not Ron Jeremy, fucking roar,
And then he
roar.
like gyrated on him and then looked like he gave him a kissy. I told you, dude, they were gonna fuck on the hillside. And
So
they did.
Cloud gets up, not Ron Jeremy gets up, and he's behind him going roar, roar.
Like, you know they were about to have some creepy, weird sex.
Fade to black, fucking credits.
Yeah, that's
That's
exactly.
that's what fucking happened.
I know that's
As
what
it
happened.
faded to black, it was some yum 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 going on.
Yeah.
Of the cock. Of not Ron Jeremy's fucking cock.
Wow, we are making a fucking assumption there, man. That these two dudes went and fucked right after.
Well, the director was like, cut. As soon as the director said cut, Kmart, not Ron Jeremy's pants came down. Fucking Cloud dropped to his knees. I'm telling you, that's what fucking happened. That's after it faded to fucking black. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm crying over here. And on that note, for Bird Gunner, this has been another one of the worst movies on YouTube. We'll We'll see you next
with
week.
cocksucker. How are we possibly gonna do this if I'm right?
I'm trying to get
Meditate?
just trying to force the
Hate?
not hate, just
Disappointment?
meh-ness to it.
Regret?
A little bit of regret
Little
because
bit
I
of
was
regret.
expecting something so much greater.
Yeah, me too. I mean, but you
Like-
did get.
Well, no, let's just get into the fucking review because
Well, I was gonna say, but you did get a jiggling lizard who was having a seizure in the water. You got that with a really crooked spine and a
Well,
giant.
dude, let's just actually start this and we can talk about it in
Titties.
because I got a bad case of diarrhea. I can't start this, man. I just can't fucking
So
do
Nick,
it.
next weekend when you want to call off, you have to say that. I got a bad case of diarrhea. I got the bad case of diarrhea. They were like,
Click.
okay. Click.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Wow. Hey, everybody. Here's another episode of the Worst Movie on YouTube. And we're fucking up. Now shut up so they can hear.
So, okay, right?
Really horrible shit.
Alright, so Ganjasaurus meets Femot and I'm gonna say Captain Lou Albano.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Uh-oh. Get your gum bands.